Alrighty, so my dough has been resting for an hour after mixing it. So now I'm just gonna get my hands wet. Yes, I need to get a spray bottle, but I'm just using my water bottle. Got my hands wet, I grab one side and I'm gonna pull it all the way across, do a quarter turn, grab that end, pull it all the way across. You're gonna do that 4 times total so that you get every single side of that dough. And then you're just going to cover it and you just let it rest for another half hour. All right, it's been half an hour, so we're gonna go ahead and do our second set of stretch and folds. I'm going to show you how to do a coil fold. It's not a great view on here, so I apologize. You get your hands wet, you're gonna grab from the middle of the dough, so not from the end to stretch it over. You're gonna grab from the middle, lift it up, let those ends tuck underneath the dough. See how stretchy it is? It's still working on building that gluten. It's super stretchy, but see that second time it's not as stretchy. So we're working on helping build that structure up in the dough. So you lift up from the middle and then you let those ends tuck underneath. You do a quarter turn, repeat until that's been done 4 times. Once you've done that coil fold 4 times, then you'll just put your cover back on your bowl. Again, you're leaving this bowl out on the counter, room temperature. And it's going to be another half hour. Okay, it's been another half hour, so we're on our third set. Look at that dough. You can already tell it looks a little different than when we first started. So again, wet our hands. Choose whichever method you want to use. I went back to just normal stretch and folds. Again, I do my little wiggle to help that stretch. You can just see it's harder to stretch. I even have to use 2 hands just to help it stretch all the way over, and that's because it's developing that gluten. That's what we want it to do. So now we're going to cover it, and we have one more after half an hour rest. As Rafiki would say, it is time to do our last set of stretch and folds. So we're just going to repeat the process. We will stretch it, do the 4 times in the 1 set, and then we will cover it and let it sit on the counter at room temperature covered. It will depend on your kitchen. So if my kitchen is in the 68 degree, it's going to be about 8 to 10 hours. If it's warmer than that, it will take less time. So I'm going to go to bed and let this baby rise.